Yo, so you clicked on my video, was good. It's your boy King Lone Wolf in the building, live from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And I got a woman attraction story going wrong. Now, I'ma have my boy, throw it up here, or the continuation of the video that I'm referring to. Basically, just to give y'all a quick scoop so you ain't gotta go watch the video back if you don't want to, whatever. Basically, this is about, I was telling dudes how I was getting attraction from this lady that live in this building that I work in. And long story short, the lady is in, her early 40s. Her daughter is my exact same age, about 23, 24. And, she thick, Spanish, with a lovely, with a big booty and all that. And listen, y'all, this story is crazy. So, where I'm trying to, because I don't even really want to talk about this. I'm having an urge to press the end record button. So, Listen, y'all, when I first seen this lady, I let her cringy, she had a little cringy vibe when I first met this lady, but I let it go over my head, y'all. This is on me, bro. This is on me. I'm gonna keep it 100. Now, I come to find out that this lady is a fiend. She's a fiend, bro. Now, how do I know this? Now, I didn't know this when I first was into it with this lady because I was a standby. Now, the difference between a standby and what I am now, which is full-time, is that standby is like, I'll be at this site maybe like 2 days out the week, but then I might have another day where I'm at another site, and then I'm at another site, whatever. But when you full-time at a site, obviously, you don't be moving. You just at this one site for 5 days straight. And this is exactly what my schedule was like and all that. So now I'm on the other side of the building. I'm trying not to say too much too, because this building is already on the road to getting indicted. The building across the street that they beefing with got indicted already. And now this building is on the road to get indicted. Police be coming in here. They be want to check the cameras. They be, having pictures of dudes talking about, have I seen this person and all that. They on a bully out here. These might pull up 5, 6 deep randomly. You know what I'm saying? Asking if I seen somebody and all that, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm not cooperating with none of that because that's not part of my job description. I don't have to tell them anything. Y'all can check the cameras. They got access to the cameras. So these dudes is already finished. I don't got to tell them nothing. But if I wanted to, I would be able to line up everybody that's into it, doing things they don't need to be doing, which is obviously selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on the side of the building at around this time where they be, where most of the fiend activity be, right? You know what I'm saying? When I was over here as a standby, I never really got to see her, her habits or what she was into. I was only here a couple days out the week. I might, maybe even 1 day out the week. It just all depended. When you was standby, you never really know what site you gonna be at or how many days you gonna be at this site, whatever. You just never know. She just gonna hit you up and say, oh, I got 8-hour shift here, 8-hour shift here. You free, can you do it? Full time, gotta be here at this one site, 5 days straight, overnight is what my schedule is. Now, I start being able to see more things. Now, what I first noticed that caught me off guard was that at the same time, every night, she goes to the store at the same exact time. This is no exaggeration, at the same exact time. Meaning between the window of, like, I would say, just to throw a number out there, between 2 and 4 a.m., she's going to the store. I already know. And I kind of thought that was weird for some reason. And even when I first met her, she had a little cringy vibe, but then obviously when I saw her booty, when she walked over to the elevator, turned her back on me, I'm like, oh my God. I thought, my lustful thoughts was word. And I let things go over my head. Now, learn from this, bro. Don't do that. Pay attention. Don't let none go over your head. For real, because we got to work on that as men, bro. That's our problem. And that's how we wind up the situations we got no business in. Right? But good thing I already cut off before I start getting too close to this lady, because I I got a lot of clarity and some things I needed to see and know. Yeah, she was going to the store at the same time every day, every night. Now, this story is hard to tell, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to get on here and tell y'all a woman attraction story going wrong. Now, I know the flaws, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know the flaws are where, you know, most of the drug activity be going on in the building, like, or the dudes, like, with it. When the fiends, obvious, the fiends come, like, all night, bruh. And they'll be going to specific floors that come right back down. And these dudes is so crazy with it. And these dudes that move to work is so comfortable with it. These dudes, if they don't come downstairs and get them, they'll let the dudes go upstairs and knock on their door. These dudes is bugging. It's like they want to go to jail, bro. That's mad stupid. I'm going to keep it a buck. Why would you let a fiend come knock on your door? Anyway, now I'm on the side of the building because normally she'll be on one side. She live on one side. She walk through to the other side to get to the store. Now, before I start noticing, before she go to the store, she takes the elevator and goes up to the floor where the fiends be going and come right back down. She did it one time. I'm like, I knew she didn't just come from that floor and come right back down in 2 minutes. Oh, shit. Alright. I let it go over my head, even though I couldn't stop thinking about it a little bit because I was bugged out. I'm like, alright. She does it again. Next night, she does it again. Another night, she does it again. Skips a night, skips another night. Next night, she does it again. I've been paying attention to her movement for about 2 weeks. And out of 2 weeks, 10 days of me working in them 2 weeks, I say I caught her going up to that floor about 5-6 times. Come right back down in 2 minutes. She's a fiend, bro. That is the floor where the fiends be going. That's where the fiendry be at. Yo, man, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this story is crazy. It gets worse. Yeah, you thought I was done? You thought that's all I had to say? Now, first of all, another thing, the other, like, couple nights ago, bro, she called the security phone 5 times throughout the night. I ain't answered none of the time. Not that I did it on purpose, but, you know, my man that was in there with me, he answered the phone. He like, oh, somebody playing on the phone. That's like the 4th time they hung up. And the 3rd time they asking for you. She like, is this David speaking? I said no, and she hangs up the phone. When I really knew something was off, it was when I seen that it was a couple fiends that I'm familiar with that come in the building all times of the night to go get some work and then leave. She knew these people. I seen her conversate and be cool with these people like she knew them for real, for real. And at first, when I first seen her the minute back, I'm thinking that these is people that just live in the building. But these people don't live in the building. They always in the building because they always try and get them some work. You feel me? Then I knew something was off again. Cause, you know what I'm saying, I caught her one time. She went up to the floor, came back down. And I kind of like, you know what I'm saying, I guess she seen it in my face maybe that I might have been on to her movements. So like, you know what I'm saying, she just had this real guilty look on her face. And, you know, she tried to pretend to get on the phone real quick, right in front of me though. Bugged out, mad bugged out. She takes her phone out of her pocket and just puts it to her ear. And she's pacing back and forth, acting like she's on the phone. But as she's on the phone, she's looking at me with the corner of her eye. I'm like, what the? You feel me? So yeah, fam. Message I want to tell y'all is there's going to be people out there as you start to better yourself in life and be more focused on doing what you got to do. you're going to be giving off an aura that will attract certain people to you, that will want to be around you, women and all that. And, you know, just make sure that you pay attention to detail and don't be giving people the benefit of the doubt because you got a good heart. You make sure that if you see something that ain't adding up, you pay attention. And don't rush and just be, you know what I'm saying, because it seemed like it's cool in the beginning. Make sure you learn about that person. You study that person's habits for a couple weeks, even a couple months if you have to. You know, because you don't want to wind up in a weird situation like I almost winded up in. Even though, like I said in that last video that I spoke on the situation, she was already cut off by this time. But, you know, just make sure that hopefully y'all learned something from this experience, because this is crazy. That's why I made sure I got on here and tapped in with the G's about it. Well, in my mind, I'm like, I know exactly who that is, bro. Because like I said in the story of me speaking on this girl, you know what I'm saying? In that first video I made about this, I mentioned that, and it did not stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's weird, that's cringy. You know what I'm saying? And word, it was a time, bro, I was doing a vertical throughout the building. Like last week or something like that, maybe 2 weeks ago. Now, I guess she knew for somehow, some way that I was doing a vertical. I don't know how. So I opens the garbage compactor room, look in there, close it, walk past her apartment, and her door opens, bruh. So now I'm like, I'm walking, I stop. Now as soon as I go to look back, it closes. I'm like, oh, she creepy. Why is she creeping? What's she creeping on? I'm just trying to do my job, G. I don't got time for this little scary movie bullshit. What the? It's another part of this story that's crazy too. Now, first of all, she had her daughter living with her. Long story short, her daughter leaves because what her mom would do is, like, if her mom may want her to leave her room, her mom would lock her in her room from the outside. Who does that? This lady is crazy, bro. Now, I remember us having conversations on the phone. I might have mentioned this in the last video, but when we was talking on the phone at that point in time where we was like that, all she wanted to do was talk about the gossip of the building. She's obsessed with what's going on in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, yeah, this lady is old. Like, I knew from then. I'm like, why are you telling me about what's going on in the building? I don't care about this stuff. I'm talking to you. Well, that's another bullet point. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole story is crazy. Coming to find out a lady is a fiend that I was having some feelings for at one point, and almost, like, you know what I'm saying, was like, you know, mutually, like, we was talking about, you know what I'm saying, like some relationship stuff or like getting to know each other type stuff. And she's a fiend. That's crazy. But it happens to the best of us, bro. That's why I'm on here keeping it 1,000. This way it get crazy. Now, I finds out, if you wonder how I found out about her daughter's situation, that's because I spoke to my mans about it. Dude in here, only dude in here I really trust like that to be talking about stuff like that I know ain't gonna try to line me up and get me in trouble. Because if the building manager was to find out that I had something going on with a tenant, then I would have had to get moved to another site and I wouldn't be able to work at this site. Kind of find out, you know what I'm saying, this dude too, this is my guy, he been working in this building for like 10 years. So he's seen damn near everything, right? He told me it was a point in time where this lady was selling her poom. I'm like, that's crazy. Now, I'ma wrap this story up because I done said enough. The story is crazy enough, even if I forgot to say something. Word. Now let me tell y'all this, man. And what I've learned and what I want y'all to learn from this story is that all woman attraction is not good woman attraction, which I'm hopefully common sense already lets you know. but there's also gonna be situations or people that you misunderstand, or just pay attention to detail, bro. Protect yourself out here, because you do not want to wind up around the wrong kind of female, bro. Because imagine if I wind up getting real close to this female, we wind up, and then I find this out. Then I'm trying to get low. I'm like, I might get on her about like finding out she doing drugs. And then she get mad that I don't want to be with her no more because I'm finding out she's psycho. Now I'm going to lose my job, bro, because she going to try to do some extra stuff. Probably want to argue out in the hallway or something while I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I would have lost my job behind it. Potentially lost my job behind it. You feel me? Or because I decided when I seen her butt that day, when I kind of felt weird about her vibe when we was talking, or because when I seen her turn around and go walk to the elevator, I was attracted to her figure, and I just wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt because of her figure. Now, us as men, we are not the only ones that do this though, so don't feel bad, because women do it too. If you hitting it right, like my mom, you know what I'm saying? My step-pops, he was obviously hitting it right, because when he decided to be abusive with me, when he decided to be abusive with her, talk crazy to her, disrespect her and her crib, she didn't care nothing about that. She forgave all that. You feel me? Because what else, bro? Son was hitting it right. There's plenty of women that do that. Plenty of women that have put they man over their kids because son is hitting it right, bro. Come on, man. It's like that out here, bro. So just, be cautious, be careful. Cause word, and I learned my lesson from this. I don't plan on going through nothing like this ever again. But that's crazy. I'm gonna be out with that. Salute, 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 salute. King Lone Wolf out, man. Peace and love.